In this presentation, we'll look at the history and evolution of the Nevada School Performance Framework from its beginning to its current version. Prior to 2012, Nevada's School Performance Framework was developed under the federal policy of No Child Left Behind. In that system, schools were measured on whether or not they were achieving adequate yearly progress, AYP. Nevada and other states felt that this type of accountability system did not accurately reflect the good work being done by schools, and so asked for and received a federal waiver to the AYP-based system and released the NSPF 1.0 in 2012. For several years, Nevada rated the performance of schools under this framework until 2015, when Nevada had to carry over the 2014 ratings for a couple of reasons. One was a system-wide testing irregularity that interrupted testing. Another was the lack of data to calculate growth, and growth was a major component of the framework at that time. In 2016, Nevada began to work on a new accountability system under the new federal education policy, the Every Student Succeeds Act, or ESSA. Unfortunately, because of the 2015 testing irregularity, there was not sufficient data to calculate growth, and so the 2014 school ratings were carried over again for this year. In 2017, a new accountability system was created and provided an informational rating that supported the shift from the 2014 ratings to the 2017 ratings. In 2016, Nevada began to use the Every Student Succeeds Act, or ESSA, to support state work rather than direct state work. ESSA supports Nevada's goals to advance equity and to uphold critical protections for our most disadvantaged and high-need students. The federal law mandates that all students are educated to high academic standards in order to prepare students for success in college and career. The law also requires critical student performance information to be made available to educators, families, and students. The law requires 5 indicators to be used in the accountability system. However, the states have significant latitude to determine how those indicators are measured and weighed. A significant change under the ESSA law is the requirement to disaggregate data, something that was requested by Nevada before the law was enacted. This means that measures for all indicators will be disaggregated by 10 subgroup populations, and the performance of subgroups will contribute to the overall school rating. The work to create a new framework began in 2015 with an Accountability Advisory Committee and a Technical Advisory Group. These groups were made up of a variety of Nevada stakeholders, including educational professionals and business leaders. In 2016, an accountability work group and an ESSA advisory group were created to discuss all aspects of the ESSA law and its implications for Nevada school ratings. The stakeholders' recommendations were sent to the Nevada Department of Education Steering Committee for consideration of their inclusion in the Nevada School Performance Framework. Nevada stakeholders were involved in the decision-making process to ensure that Nevada values were integrated into the new Nevada School Performance Framework. These values include Nevada's commitment to preparing all students to be college and career ready and to ensuring that all students are academically successful. Also included is a focus on English language proficiency. Nevada has one of the largest English language learner populations in the country, and finding a way to accurately measure English language proficiency and acquisition is necessary to track progress. Another important emphasis is on student growth, and this growth is weighted more prominently than proficiency when possible, especially in the elementary and middle school frameworks. Student growth recognizes that a lower performing school is improving and helps to increase its performance rather than focus and rate the school solely on its yearly assessment results. Student engagement is also a requirement of the federal law and includes things like academic learning plans, chronic absenteeism, and school climate surveys. Nevada stakeholders clearly express their support of this important indicator. At the high school level, stakeholders emphasize the need to include college and career readiness measures, ensuring that all students are prepared for post-secondary success. Be sure to check out other videos in this series to understand specific components of Nevada's School Performance Framework. All videos can be found at www.doe.nv.gov/accountability.